Hey everybody, so today what I want to talk about is marriage and commitment. Also, when do you know it's over? That's a big question because when we get married, we make a commitment to our partner for better, or for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. Now, that's a pretty heavy duty commitment, especially if you have children. Because when you bring children into the equation, it makes everything amplified 7 million times. Because you have other people to look out for in their best interest. But what about if you don't have children? What if you're in a relationship with someone that you just got into fairly quickly, and all those pheromones were going, and all those chemicals and love, 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 happy, happy were going, and you decided to get married? As time goes on, you realize that you're not that compatible. Well, you have two choices. You can stay in the marriage, or you could go. You can get counseling to try to make you stay in the marriage, or the counseling will help you decide if you want to leave the marriage. What if you're in a relationship with someone and you can't decide if you want to be with them or not? So you tell them, hey, let's take some time apart. Go move across the country or go move into your own apartment for a little while and let's see what happens. Meanwhile, you're out doing your own thing, having fun with your friends, living your own life, going to school, working, and you're not really thinking about that other person aside from the fact that you talk to them a few times a day and you still have that comfort of them being there and wanting to be with you, but you really don't want to be with them. Meanwhile, that person is devastated. They're waiting for you to decide what you want to do, and so they're putting their whole entire lives on hold for you, potentially downward spiraling into the deep abyss. What are you going to do about it? How are you going to serve yourself and your own purpose while serving your partner? It doesn't seem like it's possible to serve two people at once without a major compromise, without something that both of you truly feel is going to serve both of you. If one of you is in control, though, and doesn't really know if you want to be with the other person, there's no one else that you're serving other than yourself. And that other person is just pushed to the wayside, waiting for your decision. Now, I've watched people in relationships like this being, pushed and pulled back and forth, back and forth. One person waiting, anxiously for the other person to decide, do they really want to be with me or not? While the other person's out living their best life, seemingly. You have to listen to the words of a person, but you also, even more so, need to see what the actions are. Someone could tell you they love you, but if they say, no, you're not allowed to come back, and they back it up and they don't let you come home, that's telling you something. That's telling you that that other person does not want to be with you, that they cannot be with you. And it may not have anything to do with you. And it may not be, it doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It could be that they're suffering from some mental illness or anxiety, or they could just be selfish and they want to keep you hanging on while they live their best life. But that's not fair to you. And at some point, you have to put your foot down for yourself and say enough is enough. And that's when I recommend you go no contact. You go no contact with this person. You let them know I'm going to be going in no contact for a little while to gather myself. And you set a boundary for yourself, whether it's a week or 15 days or a month. I recommend at least 15 days because that gives you enough time to sort of sort through things. 30 days is better because it really allows you to get back into your own mindset, away from their words and their, whatever it is that they're telling you. Eventually, you have to take back yourself. You have to draw back all of your energy to yourself and away from that other person, because this relationship is no longer serving you in a healthy way. Now, there may be lessons for you to learn down the road from this relationship, And you may end up getting back together with this person later. But for now, while you're in this despair, they are not going to be able to take away your pain or help you or heal you, because they are doing their own thing, trying to serve themselves in the best way that they know how. So you have to take back your own energy, and you have to say enough is enough, and you have to go no contact, and you have to start taking care of yourself, your own needs, figuring it out in your own life what it is that you want to do and what you need to do. Therapy, gym, nature, family, making new friends, new job, maybe new city, whatever it is. But I don't recommend making any drastic decisions during this time. Just self-care, a lot of self-care, and being around people who can just love and support you. Now just know that you're not alone. People go through this every single day. And you have to let go of the marriage guilt and the marriage trap of, oh, I got married, I have to stay married. It's nice if you can stay married, but if it's not healthy for you anymore, then give yourself permission to take a step back and figure out what it is that you are going to need to do coming up next. This will also allow the other person to be without you and see what it is like to have you completely gone out of their lives for a little while. If they don't miss you and they don't want you at this point, then you're going to know. And then that means you need to move on and figure out what the next step is for yourself. That's it for now. Namaste.